Going live. Oh my. I didn't get a notice. Where are you at, notice? Or maybe because I'm sitting here on fucking YouTube as I'm like trying to wait for the link to show up. Girl, every day is something.
Oh, so because I put this is crazy. So because I put on there that we go live at 8:30.
It's not letting you go live.
No, no, no. So like what I'm
No.
viewing says live in 6 minutes and 23, 22, 21,
Oh my God.
counting down. And now it appears that I jumped ahead because I already hit the go live button.
Okay. There we are. Okay. But you're not here. Fuck it. I'll just
Okay. So
every
I could
time.
hear myself talking. I don't need to hear that anymore. That's enough of that jazz.
Uh-huh. All right. So let's just do this on the computer because apparently you don't want to use my phone. That's all right. Whatever. I'm done. Just done. Where's the chat? Every day is a winding road. Come on. There we go. No, I haven't had a thing to drink today. Where is the chat? I just saw it. There you are. God bless you, stupid thing. Anyway,
You okay?
just shit. Typing words and okay, good. And at least it's all the right information. Thank Jesus Christ. Anyway,
Everything fed correctly. Burp, burp,
yes.
burp, 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 burp. And then now all my stuff is going off with the message, so that's just fine.
Yeah. Y'all, I can't. Is there anyone isn't okay? I don't know if anyone else is listening yet, but y'all, fucking going stir crazy, sitting in this house basically 24/7 because of the damn coronavirus and just everything. There's a whole thing of fucking wine over here. I'm just like,
Look at you.
crack on the bottle.
When this is all
Over
over,
it.
well, I was gonna say when this is all over, I expect David to be like, "Remember how I had a stockpile? Like I had a
Nope.
backup? Like, girl, my inventory gone now. Gonna have to replenish.
Mm-hmm.
Wine tours, here I come. Glug glug glug."
Yeah, you ain't never. That's
But just
just
think, isn't that the beauty of it though? Like you can do a little de-stressing, a little relaxation every day with some, with a little
well,
wine.
I've thought about it. I just need to actually get back into the habit of just like, let's just have a bottle. Let's just open a bottle and have a little and then enjoy. I should have thought about that, having some tonight. I mean, it's sitting right here. Is there a red over here? Hold on. No, I don't want that one.
Hey, Eric and Philip, good to see you in the live chat.
Hey.
So,
Oh, that would be really good to have had right now, but I can't have it right now because it's a white and it is not chilled.
listen to you. You're like, I may be like kind of social distancing in my own home and like, a little.
Uh-huh.
I may be having a little quarantine moment, but I still got standards. So you're
I
not
still
glugging
got
the white
standards.
at room temp yet.
No, ain't that bad. Yeah.
Let's do it. And if you have the chance, if you don't have any on hand, you could like stop at a grocery store, and pick up, some sparkling water, and then you can make little, little spritzers. Something like,
Oh,
you know.
where was that red I liked? Where are you at? No. Nope. I'm trying not to move. Is what I'm trying not to do. So like look at my cabinet.
Listen to you.
I can't find it, and so yeah, we're gonna do it. Shit, I'm gonna have to. There we go. Another time. I'm just like, I'm sitting here looking at the stuff that we've got, and I'm like, maybe just. Oh, I know. Wait. Oh, wait. Wait.
Oh, here it comes.
Wait. Be back.
For those of you that are listening and cannot see, Damon is playing with his Narnia closet of wine. When you do see the video, if you ever see the video, it's like the armoire wardrobe is literally right behind him. So that's his stock supply, but that's what he was going through. And now apparently he's decided to run away because he's going to go get something. I don't know what. So, I don't know about you all out there today, but today was a very busy day for me with work. So, and now I'm here, and I got my Drag Race bestie here, and we're going to discuss episodes 2 and 3. Because we have some things to say, some things probably to not say. And to think tomorrow night another episode airs. And then we'll probably see another queen go home.
I remembered.
Uh-oh.
We had wine in the refrigerator.
Oh.
Already had some wine in the refrigerator.
And
But, oh, is this, what is this? Oh, and it's white. I don't know how old it is, and at this point, I don't care.
does it smell like vinegar?
Nope.
It ain't that old.
It will do.
All right, Eric, that's a first. Of all the times ever to think about going and doing something, going and looking at houses with a realtor is not something just so y'all know. All right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's get this one.
Are we getting ready to transition?
Yeah, we're ready.
Move into the beginning.
Let's do this. Ooh, it's a little.
All right. So,
oh well, it'll do.
Recall when we last spoke, when we last did this shindig, we only covered the very first episode. So tonight's gonna be interesting.
Yes.
All right, you ready for to begin the music?
Yes.
All right.
RuPaul Drag Race.
Hey, kitty girls, it's Thursday, March 19th, 2020. Welcome to Comes Out Loud Drag Race Tea Time, Season 12, episodes number 2 and 3 combined in one, so it's actually episode 2 for COLDR. Because, girl, you don't know me, even if you think I'm the world's worst.
There we go. There you go.
So, for those of you that may not know, hi, welcome to the show. I'm Gary, and with me is my co-star hostess.
Hello, it is Damon. Hope you are enjoying your wine.
Whether it comes from a
Ding.
bottle or out your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay, it'll do.
we're going to talk about episodes 2 and 3, season 12. We're still going to follow our new format. We're not really recapping. We're talking about our thoughts on basically 4 main areas of the shows. But we are going to talk about episode 2 and episode 3 in each section. So we're just going to kind of
There we go.
go in and out, go in and out, go in and out, instead of all of episode 2 and then all of episode 3.
Well, yeah.
Screw it.
You're gonna chomp at it. Just clomp down the runway with us as as we make our way.
Speaking of clomping down the runway, you ready to put the pedal to the metal, girl?
Yes.
All right, so for episode 2, You Don't Know Me, the mini challenge was, oh, big shocker, Fashion Week, spring and fall seasons. The maxi challenge was You Don't Know Me, the Fosse number. It was a musical.
Mm-hmm.
So, Damon, for episode 2, what'd you think?
Well, I'm just gonna put it out there. Didn't I just say this? I'm not trying to. Well, actually, I'm gonna be that. I'm gonna be that shady. I'm that lady. It just felt just like we just saw it. If you're gonna split up, there's a part of me that kind of feels 2 ways about it. Like, I understand splitting up the. I'm cool with them splitting up the opening, letting the queens kind of individually shine and whatnot. And I also kind of understand giving them kind of similar themes to kind of run with, because it does kind of, you see them all doing the same thing. So no one is at an advantage should you say, we're going to have these queens do some looks, but we're going to have these other queens do a dance party or whatever, just, something, so I understood it. I got it, but it just felt so formulaic. It just felt so forced, oh, here they go. We're going to do this thing and we're going to have them walk the runway again in 2 different looks for spring and fall or whatever. So yeah. Yeah. So yeah. You, Gary.
Yeah, I said, really, truly, rinse, repeat, part 2. And that is not as an homage to Dickie Doll, as in French. It was just we kind of got the same thing all over again. And I realized so if you changed the musical number, why didn't they change the seasons? So if the first group got spring and fall, why not give the second group summer and winter?
Good idea.
And that could have added some more variety. I also think I know the answer, because loose-lipped bitches would have probably figured out or revealed that something was up, because some of the queens would have been doing different seasons than the other queens. And if they were going to the same designers, then somebody would have known something or put something together or wasn't really sure what was happening. So
yeah, it could have been the thing that happened. That could have happened, I guess.
Yeah, I would have appreciated more variety of season. So
same.
Although to be fair, Dahlia Sin, in her black outfit, looked like she was kind of giving us a little Anna Karenina, black, kind of stole, fur moment-ish,
Yeah.
So, but So yeah, it kind of felt like the same as before, you know. And
Yeah.
um,
The
s- go ahead.
the the challenge, that you don't know me, the number where you kind of, present yourself in a written verse
Hmm.
of a song. I get the somewhat different theme where this one kind of went a little bit more Broadway-ish, Fosse kind of thing. I do appreciate that, but it only works so much. And I will own how I feel about it. It felt flat. Like if you were to put the two together,
Mm,
like side by side, like show them, I would watch the first one more.
yeah.
Even the theater bitch that I am would have watched the other one before, because the other one, no offense, they were all wearing black, and it just kind of,
Now,
nah. Like
see,
I like
but I liked that better. Like I thought they looked more cohesive for the Fosse number because they were all dressed in black and everybody got to wear something uniquely black that was like more specific to them. So I appreciated aesthetically. I liked the Fosse number better than the rap number.
mm,
But I
okay,
think what you're saying is like there was not as much energy. It was not as much up and like
yeah,
exciting.
and I will own they're not trained choreographed dancers.
Hmm.
They're not Fosse dancers. If it had been real, like straight up like Fosse kind of thing, I would have been more like, oh wow, like that would have really caught my eye a lot more.
Right.
Um, but not this time. That's okay,
Right.
I guess.
All right. You want to move
All
on to
right,
episode 3?
sure.
So we really kind of don't have a mini challenge. Like there's one listed in some like online places, but I completely disagree. There was no challenge. We just ran kind of straight into the maxi challenge, which was the improv talent groups a la World's Worst Audition. So the
Mm-hmm.
queens are split into groups, and in their groups, they have to take, I think, what they got handed to them as their group. Like, I think they got given a title and like a
Mm-hmm.
minimal background as to what they were expected to do. And then it was improv as an audition, which was a spoof on American Idol. And
Mm-hmm.
or well, America's Got Talent. I mean, like any of the competition reality shows.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So, but it's called World's Worst. So the whole point is to be bad, which
Mm-hmm.
I thought was very challenging because the concept is be really good, but don't be good. Like you have to be really bad. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. In the frame of it, you have to be like, your act has to be awful.
right. You have to be really good at improving a bad act,
Yeah,
like to audition.
yeah. So,
So, Damon, what did you think of World's Worst?
um, I put down the devil's in the details, and it kind of like showed. There were some very honest, like good ones that shined for me. Um, very much so. Like it looks like they had ideas that they put together and brought to the stage, like the lines, whatever you did, whatever you like, kind of the improv kind of thing. It worked really, really well. Um, and then there were some that I just I felt like they didn't. I don't want to say didn't understand, or just didn't fully conceive the idea. And I'm just gonna point out, like, I did not like the squirrels, the Squirrel Scouts. I didn't get it,
Hmm.
and nothing about it really helped in a way. And um, I don't know what it was. Oh no, it was. So I was watching Pit Stop. That's right. And one of the things that they mentioned was they should have had Nikki speaking French the whole time.
Mm.
And then like, I don't know what she's saying. And I mean maybe like the whole time, but you know what I mean? Like just started speaking French and they would have been like, I don't understand what she's saying. Or, it would have been kind of added another fun element to it,
Hmm.
like she's the foreign exchange student, whatever you want to go with it, kind of
Hmm.
thing. I think that would have been a lot more funny than what they did. Um, Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, definitely need details. What about you?
I said some good, some bad. And by that I mean some improv groups did well and some improv groups did not do well.
Mm.
So the Del Rio trio really surprised me because I was
Mm-hmm.
like, "Oh, this looks too sticky." Like, you know what I mean? And I
Mm-hmm.
was like, I don't know how I feel about this." But the whole concept of Gigi being dead or thought to be dead, a la Weekend at Bernie's. And for those of you that are young and don't know what I'm talking about, go online and see if you can find Weekend at Bernie's, the original. There is a sequel, it's not as good, as streaming online, and you'll understand what we're talking about. Uh, so yeah, I mean, like, it was
Yeah,
good. It was fun.
it was very good.
Three gals, one brain, whatever.
Oh, 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 oh. Okay, I will say this in the nicest way I know how. They got the short end of the stick with that one
Okay.
because that is really hard to do on its own. To like all three of you kind of say the same thing in an improv kind of challenge.
Well, so what I don't know is whether or not they had to do the whole thing, saying everything at the same time, or not.
Yeah.
If they did, then yeah, that kind of handicapped them in a way, like kind of, boxed them in.
Yeah.
If it didn't tell them that, then that's on them because they could have gone a
Mm-hmm.
different direction and weirdly made the three of them talk one after the other in sequence.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever they were like giving a thought or making a sentence, they had to go in a row and around and around and
Yep.
around.
Mm-hmm.
So that would have been a different
Yeah.
way maybe to handle it, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I feel I feel I don't know. Like there's a part of me that wonders again, we don't know the whole concept. We don't know what they got,
Mhm.
right? Like I remember seeing like
We might be on a slight delay. Are we good?
okay. I think maybe. So I'm looking at the okay. Okay, there we go. We should be good. All right.
Damn you, Spectrum Internet.
Anyway, I forget where I was.
All these peeps be at home
I know, right?
streaming everything. It's just like
Uh-huh.
breaking the internet.
Pornhub will still be there when everything's all done, said and done. Anyway,
Are you pretty much ready
I'm
to
probably gonna have. Yeah,
hold on because you're like cutting in and out?
maybe.
All right.
Okay.
You ready to move on to the next section?
Yes. Let's move on.
All right. Time to stomp the runway, girl.
Gentlemen, start your engines, and may the best woman win.
All right. So, episode number 2. You don't know me. Category is Tool.
Tool.
Okay. I don't know how. We'll find out in a moment how I
Well,
feel about
here we go. Uh-huh.
it. So, Damon, what did you think of the runway category and presentation?
This was not a good choice.
What was not a
Like,
good choice? The category was not a good choice. The selections
yes,
by the queens were not a good choice.
yes. It just, sorry, it just wasn't like it, like, uh, like it. I don't like certain things were nice and it was cool, but like it just, I don't know. It just like it was just kind of blah. Like I don't know how else to say it. It didn't feel right to me. It felt off to me. And I just, there's a part of me that like, there was some fun like looks, but it just all kind of felt very meh
Okay.
to me. Like I don't hate it all. There were some good ones, but like it was just kind of
All right.
Gary. What about you, Mr. Gary?
Well,
Just keep telling it like it is.
I said predictable and a solo original entry.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that there was some that were to be expected, and I thought there was one specifically that I really liked. And even though Raja read her for shit in the the photo review like YouTube series
Mm-hmm.
about the fabric not being tulle, which I was like, I'm like, I don't give a shit. I still like it. I like Jan's very fun, whimsical take on dressing as like a foreman construction type worker and
Mm-hmm.
literally brought a wrench. And yes, she's pantomiming something, and people were giving her shit apparently because she wasn't even putting the tool next to the light bulbs. I was like, "Are you dumb? Of course she didn't put it next to the light bulb. She breaks a fucking light bulb, it comes out of her money. Duh! Like let's not be playing that game."
Silly queens.
Yeah. So she was wearing tool while using a tool, like, yeah. So I thought that one was the solo original entry. The rest of them were all kind of predictable. Whether you look like a loofah sponge on steroids, which I mean, I want to give props to Rock'em Sakura for like coming out in like what looked like a really muted, bad tie-dyed poof. Um, but at least she did the thing that I thought I was going to see a lot of.
Yeah.
So and don't get me wrong, like Aiden Zen like had a really great, like very light kind of looking chiffon negligee kind of number. Like I thought
Mm-hmm.
she looked great in that. I thought that Jaden Essence Hall looked beautiful in
Yeah.
the kind of
Yellow.
lemony tiered, like, yeah, like it was all like it was beautiful, but kind of predictable. I mean, and I'm not mad about it. I was just like, okay, that's how I felt about it.
Yeah, agreed. Like that's the way I really like. That's really how I felt. Like it was just, like I don't like. I mean, I guess maybe that's just me. I don't like Tool. Maybe that's just me. Like Tool is like a thing you put under stuff to like give it more like oomph and
Mm,
like bounce. Like you put it under a big hoop skirt kind of thing to kind of give it that like frilly like fun look. You don't
right,
like make a whole garment out of it, but
right,
I guess people do. But that's just whatever. I don't know.
right. All right, you ready to continue on to episode number 3?
Sure.
World's worst category is buttons and bows.
Yeah.
I mean, are we trying to channel like going into grandma's sewing room? Is that what's happening now to these categories?
caught like half of that.
I was asking a rhetorical, stupid question. Like, are we going into Grandma's sewing room? Is that where all these categories are coming from?
Oh,
I mean, is next week gonna be like doilies?
lace.
Are we gonna have an a la Katya, like all knit kind of look to come?
Crochet. Crochet eleganza extravaganza.
Yeah,
Wait, no.
yeah.
Macrame, honey.
Oh wow, that would be something. Oh, too bad
Oh.
Laganja's not on this season. She would have come out with a potted plant on her head, pun intended.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, David, what were your thoughts in the world's worst category presentation of buttons and bows?
Yeah. So bringing them all together, like it's a good thing. We finally got to see them all and all like together and doing all their things. And you kind of can get a good idea of like where everyone is. Um, and I said there were some fun, good choices. There's some good choices with this one. I thought it was a cute idea in theory because you can go anywhere with it as long as you kind of have the buttons and bows. I was a particular like big fan of Gigi's. I loved let me look at my notes. I liked Heidi's actually, the kind of Pinocchio kind of thing that she did. I thought that was really kind of fun and cute. Um I actually really liked Rock'em Sakura's, even though I don't think Bob the Drag Queen or Thorgy liked it, but like I really liked it. I thought it was cute. And who else was finally like the one I really liked? There was I got what Jackie was going for. Like you've seen that in like Mary Poppins and all that stuff. I got that. Like I like that kind of. I forget the word that they used to describe it, but
Well, I think she said it actually comes from a reference to a like fashion women's movement called the Pearlies, I think is what she said.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I honestly really liked it. Like she came out and instantly I got it, and I was like, all right, it's a little acid trippy because of the color combination, but
Yeah,
I was living for it. I was like, oh girl, like
the colors were a little weird, but I really did like it.
yeah.
Eric said he hated the buttons and bows category, and I can see why. Cause yeah, there was some interpretations.
You know what we didn't get as an interpretation, I just realized, which would have been so fun, is a complete head to toe denim jacket number with nothing but like safety
Oh,
pins and like little 1-inch buttons with sayings all over them.
oh God.
You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Like take Gigi's pantsuit from the Sparkle runway, same
Mm-hmm.
style cut, custom couture, to size, and then but make it denim and then cover it like every square inch of it in 1-inch like buttons, like little
Buttons.
yeah of sayings
Oh,
and
girl.
statements and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, that would have been an expression. I don't know.
And a
I
lot of
don't know how
chingle
I feel
jangle
about
jingle
that.
jangle down the runway, I imagine.
Oh, yes.
But yeah, we didn't
Anyway.
get that. So speaking of, I think Gigi deserved more recognition. That orange 100% covered button outfit was something
Mm-hmm.
else. Like,
Yes.
and she said, I am doing everything and I can to stay upright, to hold my composure, because damn, that motherfucker has to weigh a ton.
Yes, it has to.
Um,
If it is, because it looks like it doesn't look like it's made out of buttons. Obviously, it couldn't be but it's very
right.
like the structure of it is nice, and the fact that it's just like there is no as far as we saw on TV, there is no like room. I don't see like little areas or spots where there's like fabric or something on. It looks literally like someone took a button and then like right under it put another button and then right underneath it put another button
Right.
and just like then like kept that kind of going, almost like a chainmail, not quite chainmail, but like that like pattern. And not only that, it looks really freaking amazing.
Well, and they were all different sizes, all different
Mm-hmm.
colors, but like all in the orange, sherbet, like, you know,
Yeah.
tangerine, mandarin. Like, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it was really beautiful. And
Yeah.
something interesting about Gigi I was not prepared for was for the asymmetrical haircut. I don't know if
Yes.
you noticed how like her when you're wearing like the wig, the left side was long but the right side was short. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Bitch, did you get mad or some shit?" And just like, like just whack at it with some scissors and fuck it up. Like, that really surprised me because when she turns the runway, when she comes towards you, it kind of seems like her hair on her right shoulder and everything is to the back. But then when she turns the corner and she goes walking back, I was like, I was like, someone done chopped her hair. And maybe
Mm-hmm.
there's drama behind that. I don't know. I haven't seen Untucked, and I haven't seen the pit stop, I think, yet for this last episode. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
But so maybe there's some other like hidden thing behind it. I don't know. But yeah. So I thought Gigi deserved more
I watched.
recognition.
Mm, yeah.
You ready to move on to the next one?
Yes.
All
Yes.
right. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to talk about lip syncs. Seriously.
The time has come. It's a lip sync for your life. Good luck, and don't fuck it up.
About that.
Huh?
So episode 2 is actually like kind of the second premiere. You know, the one called You Don't Know Me.
Mm-hmm.
So we already hip to what's gonna happen. Now,
Mm-hmm.
technically someone could have gone home in premiere 2 and that would have fucked everything up. Because then nobody would have been expecting that as an audience. But I'm sorry, after the first episode I was like, ain't no girl going home. And especially the way it turns out. So Jada Essence Hall and Sherry Pie are the top two. You know, Call Your Girlfriend by Robin, which Robin was there. That was very nice to have her there for the younger gays. She was very popular a long
Mm-hmm.
time ago with like a sort of 3-hit
And
wonder. Anyways,
well, she's done. I mean, there's the Out Her on My Own, Dancing on My Own.
mhm.
That was her. That's a very popular song. I mean, she's I've known about her for years, but when she came in as like in the '90s as like a pop, like one of the pop girls,
Mhm.
but like she's not the same, if that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway.
So, David, what did you think about that lip sync for
Uh,
your tip money?
Lipstick for your money. Okay, I'm gonna be bad and I'm gonna say it. Like, should have done better.
Mm.
Like, I feel like there was more that could have been done with this. You know, especially with like this being the lip sync for your life. You know, lip sync for your legacy. I don't even whatever. It's the one they don't get they don't get kicked off. They kind of stay.
Right.
Um, I could have. I just there was I should have done something better. I'm not quite sure what that is exactly, but like it felt, again, I hate to say it, comparing the first episode to the second one, like it felt flat.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know.
Hmm.
What about you?
Really simply, it just was not as good as the first time.
Mm,
I mean, we already talked about it, 2 weeks ago when we aired the first episode, like our discussion that Widow Von Du perhaps put way too much out on the runway too early, but that was part of what made it exciting and fun. Um, so yeah, I was like, okay, I didn't. It wasn't as stimulating, I guess, to me is what I mean. Ultimately. So Shantae, they both stay. Shocker. Jada wins $5,000. So get your coin, girl.
Yay.
Let's talk about World's Worst.
Mm-hmm.
That was not meant to be
What?
a double entendre pun, but I just got it, and I think it's funny now. So, in episode 3, we get a real bottom 2. Dahlia Sin and Nikki Doll are gonna lip sync for their lives.
Mm-hmm.
They get to lip sync to Problem by Ariana Grande featuring Iggy Azalea. While a popular song, I was a little confused. And I guess I'm too much in the mode of waiting for them to perform to the artist that's there. So, because Ariana wasn't there, I was like, oh, okay. We doing that. So. David, what were your thoughts on the runway? Or sorry, on the lip sync. Oh! Shady bitch. Shady bitch. At first, the first time I thought you were honestly really yawning.
No. No. This was not fun. It was not good. It was not pretty. At the end of it, I almost thought they were both going to go home. I love Nikki Doll. I think she's doing, okay. But like, I'm watching this lip sync, and I'm kind of like you realize like one of you is gonna go home
right
after this. Like, put some more into it. There are just so many things. You're gonna mention something specifically about it later, but one of the things I was noticing, and I don't know if you noticed it, but I did. Like, was Dahlia looking like somewhere else? Like, was he looking at the audience? Was he looking at the judges? Like, who was she looking at? Like, it felt like there were points of time.
She was mugging for the camera.
Yeah, she was looking at something. I'm just like,
either that or she wants to jump the cameraman. I'm not sure which it is.
But like, she kept like looking like forward, not forward, like towards the like judges, but like, I'm guessing that makes sense if it was at the ooh. Hold up. I may have to stop. Hold on. Go ahead. Sorry.
You want me to talk about my thoughts?
Yes.
So, I really don't want to have to say this, but I will. Know the fucking words. It is episode 3. The very first time someone's going to lip sync to send your ass home. And I cannot believe I am watching these queens not know the words. I am also flabbergasted by the fact that both of them, at some points during the lip sync, as far as I'm concerned, also didn't understand how the song is composed. And when what I think is a male voice at one moment is in the song, don't be flapping your gums. What are you doing?
Fair.
And if you realize that there are two artists and they're both female, perhaps, maybe, kind of as a consideration, although it would have probably been really screwy to watch, one of you picks one voice, one of you picks the other voice. You know, like if it was Reba and Kelly duet of Does He Love You? One of you picks one of you picks the other, and you don't walk on each other's lines. But yeah, it was weird, and worse yet, Dahlia specifically, I think 2 or 3 times I caught did not know the words. And I was like, bitch, you going home. You going home, you going home, you going home. And I ain't going to cry no tears about it because you deserve to go home. Know the words.
She did not know it. And that was the worst part. Like, I hate to say it, like, that to me was the worst. Like, she wasn't doing anything special. She didn't make it like her own. She didn't really feel like she was doing it for her life.
Mm-hmm.
And then like she's doesn't know the words and it doesn't feel like she's in it. And it's like, girl. And then oh, oh.
I'll probably get to that a little later.
Mm-hmm.
What I think you're gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
So, Shantae, Nikki stays, while Dahlia sashays away
Mm-hmm.
abruptly. Like,
Yeah.
I was gonna say with attitude, but I was like, I don't know if I want to say with attitude because it wasn't a good thing. More on
It
that later.
was yeah, it was something.
All right, you ready to move on to our next section?
Yeah.
All right. Because it's time we get into snaps and eye rolls, children.
Mm-hmm.
Come down, put the bass in your walk.
All right, so snaps and eye rolls, aka hits and misses. What were the high points and the low points? So for you don't know me, Damon, did you have snaps for anybody or anything?
Not really. I'm kind of sitting here,
Okay.
like going over it again in my head. I think we talked about it a little bit, and I think maybe this is an opportunity to maybe bring it up. I don't necessarily want to make a big discussion of it, but everyone knows my snaps actually are to the entire RuPaul World of Wonder um, production company and what have you, based on the situations that have been going on with Sherry Pie. If you've not been paying attention, if you're a Drag Race fan and you've not been paying attention to this, I'm a little concerned for you. But what we know, one of the contestants on the show, Sherry Pie, had some. Hold on, sweetie.
So Sherry Pie
Yeah,
had some indiscretions.
yeah. Sweetie,
Yes.
I'm gonna have to stop
Okay.
because there are tornado sirens going on,
Oh
going
my.
off.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, you're good with stopping the show or continuing on, but tornado sirens. So.
All right. Buckle down,
So
girl.
I
Be
will.
safe.
Yep, that's the plan. All right. Bye.
Bye. Well, that's crazy. Who knew that was going to happen? I certainly didn't. So yeah, my, and it's a horrible freeze frame of poor Damon. So this is what happens when you're live, kids. So here's the deal. Damon brings up about how Sherry Pie had some indiscretions. It's been in the news. She's been accused of catfishing, and World of Wonder decided to just basically say, listen, like all of this came to light after we already recorded the season 12. The entire season, and so we're going to air it as it was put together, but she is not going to be at the finale reunion recording, which, no offense, has been postponed thanks to COVID-19. And then, you know, they were also notably not really giving her a whole lot of recognition. Like in the pit stop, they don't really talk about her unless they absolutely have to, like when she wins. So yeah, it's a big deal. For me, snaps were Aiden Zane's Fosse performance. I really appreciated it. I thought it was a lot of fun. And I thought that it was like properly in the right spirit, and I appreciate how Aiden had put that together. For the eye rolls, Damon had said that it was the insecurity of Rock'em Sakura. I can't speak to what Damon saw in that, but I kind of understand like there was a lot of focus on that insecurity aspect. So I don't know, you know, if like they were just kind of putting given some serious time to it. to really kind of pull at heartstrings or what the story is. Maybe that'll come around later. My eye rolls actually were for fart jokes. I get that fart jokes are funny, but come on, And plus, you were also taking stuff from off the runway and putting it on the runway. Like apparently, all the queens have talked repeatedly about how Rockham has really bad flatulence, but it's yeah, but none of us know that, and we can really see it. So, when it came to World's Worst, for snaps, Damon gave snaps to the Del Rio trio, which I think is very well deserving, because they did really great as an improv group. I gave my snaps to Jan. I thought that, Jan really pulled it out, especially when it came to the runway for Buttons and Bows. I thought that kind of quirky, crazy voodoo doll thing was really well done. Eye rolls. Oh, I wish Damon was here. He said he was giving eye rolls to Britta and the forced drama. So, yeah, I think that some people are very theatrical, they're very dramatic, and that may be part of what we're going to see out of her. I, on the other hand, which I think Damon feels the same way, I was like, I got to give eye rolls to Dahlia. Get over yourself, sis. You are from the house of Aja. I expected better from you. What I got out of you was a lot of the attitude and not a lot of the entertainment nor the talent. You are not Naomi Smalls. You are not all legs. You are not all body. You are not all fashion and model. So, girl, I don't know what to say. Really. Seriously, truly, and honestly. But just not cool. Just not good. That being said, since Damon had an early exit, and we're all dealing with stuff, and I don't want to leave him in a horrible freeze frame, we're going to move on and close out the show. If you would like to get in touch with us, you can do so at cubsoutloud.com. You can send us an email at cubsoutloud@gmail.com. You can leave us a voice message at 361-COL Talk. That's 361-265-8255. You can also follow us on Instagram at Cubs Out Loud, on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Basically, type in Cubs Out Loud, all one word. If you want to join us for the COLDR chat, we have a private, little group created over on a program called Telegram. It's a lot like Facebook Messenger, but I think it's better. If you want to join us, the direct link that you can use, if you go to something with a web browser, you type in tinyurl, that's tinyurl.com/telegram, that's telegram -COLDR. And then you can come join us for the chit chat. Typically, we put a kind of a quiet moratorium on the show for about 48 hours from when it airs before we actually start dishing dirt. Damon and I currently, because of our personal schedules, we're only able to record on Thursdays every other week approximately. So yes, we're doing this show right before the next one comes out, and that's okay. If you would like to support us, you can do so. You can go to our merch store at zazzle.com/cubsoutloud. You can get a nice little shirt like this one. It has our Cubs Out Loud logo on it. It says Drag Race, has a little crown, because we're supportive that way. There's other great items you can find on there as well. If you would like to join us, you can be a financial supporter as a patron at Patreon. That's patreon.com/cubsoutloud. For as little as $1 a month, you can help support us so that we can have, keep the equipment running. As I say, that keep the lights on. And if you want to help promote Cubs Out Loud, feel free to do so. You can rate us on iTunes, give us a thumbs up, 5 stars. Also on Google Play Podcast, you can subscribe. We would appreciate it. If you would like to get in touch with us, you can pretty much find us anywhere online. I typically am found as GareBear73, that's GARBEAR73. Damon is known as TheaterCub79. He can be found in most of the social media stuff under that. He also is Pup, that's PUP, _ Umbra, that's UMBRA, on Twitter. And with that, I'm going to play a little music to get us out of here and wrap up tonight. Thanks so much for putting up with the technical difficulties and the other stuff. And poor Damon's now playing Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz and buckling down because apparently they got tornadoes in Southwest Ohio. So, girl, you be safe out there. And we'll talk more later.
Like you do. American. I am American. Red, white, and blue. I am American. I am American. Just like you too.
Now that is some craziness. just for all y'all that are going to be in the after show here for a moment. So Damon like looked at his phone if you got that, and he was like, I may have to go. And I was like, okay. Very like mysterious, sudden kind of thing. And then I found out what it was when, as soon as he heard the alarms going off, it was, oh yeah, that would be the tornado alarms. So for those of you that don't happen to live in an area to know what we're talking about, there can be these sirens that kind of wail, and they go up and down in pitch. And so they're typically referred to as like as an emergency warning kind of siren. If you watch old movies and you hear like these whirring kind of alarms that are going like they kind of go like that. They had them in my neighborhood where I grew up at, actually. They were at a local volunteer fire hall, and that was how you knew, like, take shelter, batten down the hatches, girl, because like it's gonna be bad. So we would get them every once in a while, mostly for really bad storms, and especially for like if there was going to be a tornado. To be fair, where I live up in the Great Lakes and where Damon lives down in that area, we don't get a whole lot of tornadoes. So it's not like Tornado Alley, like towards the central part of the United States, but still, stuff is serious. So wishing him the best, hoping that he's going to be safe, through all of that. And, join the Telegram chat. You'll get to catch up on things and find out how he's doing. We expect to be back tentatively right now in 2 weeks is the plan. Maybe 3 weeks. It depends. We're all going through something that's just different as all get out, Myth Coronavirus was 2019 was not invited to the party, but boy, she just kind of barreled in and she's turned the whole world upside down. So as I say, typically online right now, stay safe, stay healthy, stay home. This stuff is not something to be played with. No. And we'll be in touch.